got this clip from Asmongold, which says that Venezuelans are ticked off. Let's see what they're upset about. I think I know what it is.
Now a message to my English-speaking friends, because I'm already seeing people are organizing protests, hands off Venezuela, let's defend Maduro, we love dictators. Do not, for a moment, let your hatred and disdain for Donald Trump, an unsavory character, have you defending the dictator of my country that was destroyed. We Venezuela.
Okay, so two things. First of all, conversely, I would say to my friends on the right, I lean right, to my friends on the right, I will say this: do not allow your affinity for Trump to cause you to ignore the fact that this violated chain of command and that this was unconstitutional. This was an act of to bomb a country, scoop up its leader, and then take him into your country is a blatant act of war. I think that this case closed. It's an act of war. And to do those things, to do acts of war, requires, by the Constitution, requires approval in a declaration of war from the members of Congress, which Donald Trump did not get. So remember that, regardless of how good this is, that Maduro has been deposed, that is a fact. So keep that in mind. Also, Democrats love to support international dictators. Remember when Jacinda Ardern, I don't know if you guys remember this, but what really opened my eyes to this was I was looking on Instagram. There was a post about Jacinda Ardern, her getting removed or her resigning from her post, and kind of like what led to that, which was essentially, you know, she was authoritarian, but the reason why she stepped down was ironically a PR thing, was because she cursed in the halls of their Congress, and that was very looked down upon in I think it was New Zealand. In New Zealand, the Kiwis were not happy, so she stepped down. All the comment section, the entire comment section was filled with all these Democrats saying, "Oh, we love you, Jacinda Ardern. It's such a tragedy that you've lost power. We stand with you. We support you." And they were all getting obliterated by actual New Zealanders, actual Kiwis saying, "She destroyed this country. She was a despot. She was a dictator. She did nothing but harm quality of life during COVID." All these different things. Democrats love to support dictators and will never listen to the people that they have oppressed. I don't know why it is. Because Democrats love stories, right? You spin a good enough story and a Democrat will follow you to their grave, essentially. You know, a lot of Republicans is all like stats, stats, stats. They don't even necessarily care how it affects people on the ground, which is bad too. But Democrats are all like stories, stories, stories. Yet they'll never listen to stories of the victims of dictatorships and victims of authoritarianism. For the life of me, I don't get it. But that's just where we are. Maybe they assume that it's all propaganda, which it's fair to be skeptical of messaging that you see, because there's a lot of propaganda swimming around you probably full-throatedly consume. It's fair to be skeptical, but not to the point where you're never listening to the survivors of actual authoritarianism and dictatorships.
Are very, very happy. It's the first time we're seeing justice in 26 years.
Let me tell you, I am Trump's #1 hater. Everyone's happy about this. So can you please just educate yourself and stop spreading this bull narrative that, oh my God, they must be so scared. No, we're not scared. We've been waiting for this for 25 years.
See, the only bad thing about this is that it was illegal, that it violated the Constitution and it violated international law. Other than that, there's no net negative of this. Greater influence of the West internationally with the whole oil thing, right? And also, you don't have Maduro in power anymore. Hopefully, the resistance leader who was, by all accounts, duly elected in 2024 is allowed to take power. These are all good things. I mean, of course, someone who breaks the law, should be held accountable. That's why I'm saying, Trump should probably be impeached for this. But at the end of the day, am I mad that Maduro got removed? No. Am I saying that he should be sent back to Venezuela to continue ruling Venezuela? No. This is a really good day for the majority of the world, I would argue, unless you support communism or socialism and you'd like more influence of communism or socialism in the world stage, which is a whole other conversation.
have no problem sacrificing Venezuelans for their own value system. Destiny thinks he knows more than the Venezuelan people on Maduro's capture.
Regardless of what you guys think about the invasion or the kidnapping or whatever, which you should think it's horrible, don't argue with Venezuelans about this, because Venezuelans hate Maduro. They're happy to see him go, and none of them are going to be criticizing Trump for these actions.
Wait, so I think that he does have I hate this because Destiny has sexual assault allegations. You know, setting aside all the facts, the fact that he has TDS or whatever, but he does have a good point here. Even the guy in the comment in the chat, I don't know if you guys can see, Tigar says, here, I'll remove my webcam so you can see. Rare Destiny W. He's correct here, because if you hate someone, you will accept anything that someone does against them, usually. Right? So there are people who will say the fact that Trump violated international law and Trump violated the Constitution doesn't matter because we hate Maduro that much. You'll see that a lot, especially from Venezuelans, probably, especially those who are not American citizens. But you also probably see that from people on the right as well. I think that it's you have to be careful when you listen to those people. I think that when you listen to Venezuelans talk about Maduro, what you should be listening to them most about is how bad Maduro was, not the fact that Donald Trump did it the way that he did was okay. It should entirely be through the lens of, you know, how bad was Maduro? Was he actually harming the country? Those sorts of things are important to be listening to Venezuelans for.
The common leftist American knows more than the people about their own shit. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, just because Venezuelans are out there celebrating doesn't mean it was good.
What would be a solution employed for the last whatever amount of years?
27.
They were in power and they shouldn't have been. What was the solution?
There's no solution. They're just trying to complain.
That's fair. I mean, we embargoed them months ago, I believe. That didn't work.
Oh God.
Let them be.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, it's just so stupid.
And a lot of those Venezuelans, some of them are going to be in the chat today, are going to fucking talk like this is a fantastic moment and Trump is the great liberator.
Okay, bro, he's a socialist or whatever. So like, of course, Hassan Piker is going to be like, oh no, this is the worst thing in the world. Like, bro, is anyone surprised that Hasanabi is on the verge of tears because, and I'm being hyperbolic, is anyone really upset that Hasanabi is on the verge of tears because Maduro got deposed? No. I mean, I know he sells shirts, but he proclaims to not be a capitalist.
He's saying you're a rapist. I need you to understand this. If you're a fucking Venezuelan expatriator in the chat today, are going to fucking talk like this is a fantastic moment and Trump is the great liberator. He's saying you're a rapist. I need you to understand this. If you are a fucking Venezuelan expat, if you are a Venezuelan refugee living in the United States of America, understand something. He is saying you're a rapist, drug dealer that will get sent to fucking CCOT. It doesn't
What?
matter whether you like Maduro or whether you hate the Chavistas or whatever the okay? You're like a rag. That's it.
Oh man, that's
that was so nonsensical. I don't even think there's anything I can say to that. I'm just gonna move on because that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous, right? What is it? The scripture says, "Do not answer a man according to his folly." I'm just gonna keep it pushing.
Really something special, I'll tell you that. Oh, here we go again. Venezuela, we are sorry. We don't want this either. Sincerely, all sane Americans. Dear brainwashed American, we Venezuelans wanted this badly. Thank you to the United States and thank you to the Trump administration. Go apologize to your psychiatrist for skipping treatment. Sincerely, all sane Venezuelans. I showed a No War with Venezuela protester how Venezuelans are celebrating in the street.
I'm organized with the Revolutionary Communists of America. We're out here to say hands off Venezuela.
What do you think about the people of Venezuela celebrating on the streets?
What?
What do you think about the people of...
What?
I saw images of Venezuelans being bombed after the U.S., bombed Caracas, so I'm not sure what you're talking about, but...
wow, he really didn't want to answer that question, huh?
Yeah, I think you should definitely...
show me the bombings that you're talking about? I didn't see any.
I don't know, I just saw it on Reddit. It was on the front page of...
To be fair, I learned about this through Reddit as well. I opened up Reddit and I saw Trump bombed Venezuela and captured Nicolas Maduro. But you know what I did? I didn't stay on Reddit. Whenever I see news on social media. Don't learn about the news from social media. I always look it up. I go to AP News is where I go to get if I want to get like an objective story. Sometimes I will read Fox News articles, but they're not nearly as objective. I go to AP News. That's my source. Reuters is pretty good, but they started like paywalling some of their articles, so I stopped reading them as much. But AP News. I went to AP News. They gave me the skinny. Okay, so like, bro. Don't be learning about the news from like Reddit. Like you can learn that something is happening through Reddit, but don't learn all the facts of the story from Reddit. Leave Reddit and go to an actual news site to learn about what happened.
Reddit.
So,
Okay.
I don't know.
But what do you think about the people celebrating, the hundreds of thousands of people that are in the streets celebrating?
I have yet to see it. Can you show me that?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I stand with the people of Venezuela against U.S. imperialism. The U.S. has no right to bomb the people of Venezuela. The U.S. has no right to kidnap another.
And see, here's the thing. Like, I know of people who are very strongly against what the United States did, probably on different grounds than I am. But I saw a flyer. Someone shared a flyer on social media where it's like a protest. It's like, stop bombing Venezuela. And I'm like, you know what? I can get down with that. But it's not on the grounds of I'm standing with the people of Venezuela. It's like, that's an act of war. It's unconstitutional without a declaration of war from Congress. So yeah. Stop violating the Constitution. I'm an American. It's the type of thing that Americans should be saying. Now, I would never go to such a rally unless I'm doing like journalism, which I don't have the infrastructure to do at this moment. I would never go to one of those rallies with them because very clearly, you know, I think our interests are unaligned. And our reasons for holding this position are very different. I'm the type of guy who'd probably get his face kicked in if I opened my mouth. At such a rally. But, you know, if you're just more honest by saying like, I am American and I don't like interventionism, rather than saying we stand with the people of Venezuela, when you're not even well versed in what the interests of Venezuela actually is, like, bro, just stop it. Just stop it.
NPC programming.
It's like you're being a white knight. It's like if you were to be a white knight for like a strong, independent feminist woman. Like they don't want that. You know, just let them represent their own interests.
And ask, I'm here demonstrating against. I'm here demonstrating against U.S. imperialism and the U.S. intervention.
Is this AI though? These images of everybody?
I don't know. You're the one showing me the video.
Now, I will say, to be a devil's advocate here, I'm a strong believer in steel manning. One thing that is fair that I don't hear enough people talking about when it comes to these protest videos is that there will always be people who support both sides. Right? There are even some Venezuelans who support Maduro. It is possible that there are rooms of mourning Venezuelans in Venezuela, and they're not being recorded and posted on social media. It could also be very possible that there are far more Venezuelans in favor of Maduro than we are being led to believe. Right, so just because the viral videos are of anti-Maduro Venezuelans doesn't mean that there aren't pro-Maduro Venezuelans. So that's something to take into account as well.
You're showing me the source. I don't know.
I don't think it's AI.
Real-time cognitive dissonance. I know.
I'm here protesting U.S.
I'm here. Just say it again. Say it again.
I understand that.
U.S. imperialism and U.S. capitalism.
Leftists after a week of defending fraud, and now they've got to defend a dictator.
Yeah.
I'm tired, boss.
A bad week. It's been a bad week. It's been a bad week, and it's only been 3 days, man. Oh man, I feel for Democrats at this time. It's gotta be rough. It's gotta be rough.